Hi, I'm Carrie and welcome to my channel. I'm going to straight up tell you that this video is different than my other videos. This is nothing but my own guilty pleasures videos about the journals that I have personally made for my practice. I'm not showing cards. I'm not really doing any of that. So if this doesn't interest you, I completely understand. But if you happen to be a paper crafter, or if you happen to be interested in figuring out how to make your own journals, I'm just going to tell you a couple quick ways that you can do it. It's very simple. It does not have to be complicated. So I'm going to go ahead and share those with you. So the first one I'm going to show you is my grimoire. But I'm not going to show you the whole guts of my grimoire because it's very personal and it is a mess. I am not one of these people that make these fancy, perfect pages, grimoires. They're a mess because it's really just a reference guide for myself. And I'm not stressing about having this perfect looking grimoire. But this is one way that you can make a journal. And these are all my little dangles that I have off the side. And this one, let me flip this around. Okay, this one is made from a gutted book. And I made a removable binding. And a removable binding is where you just, you take some sort of twine thread. It needs to be a pretty thick thread. And you're just going to wrap it multiple times around the gutted spine of the book. Now, this black is some black duct tape, because you want the spine gets pretty weak when you gut it, and I wanted to make sure everything didn't fall apart, so I used duct tape on there, on the spine inside. Okay, so I just decorated the outside and the inside. So however many strands you wrap around, that's how many signatures that you can put in here. And again, this is messy, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 signatures in this book, and it's pretty full. I have 2 more strands, but I wouldn't use them because this pretty much fills up my spine as it is. And then I just put it in sections. My magical journal. I have everything in here. I have, let's see what I can show you. I have things about crystals. Again, it's messy. Don't judge it. I have things about crystals in here. I have some scrapbook paper. Some things you can do is like for sun magic, affirmations, herbal properties. I use this a lot. This page I use, and this page I use quite a bit. Then I did an art page in here. I did another art page in here. This I pulled out of a magazine because I liked what it said. I highlighted that. Some more art pages in here about loving yourself. Of course, this was out of a magazine. Then I have little things of art that I did, and I just tucked it away in here. So that's that section. This section is candle colors. That's about my symbol. Some stuff about the elements. More things out of magazines. And then this is basically just blank pages. You just fold a little envelope up in the middle and you can tuck little things in there. This one I'm not going to show at all. This one is all about the manifestations and magical workings, whatever intentions that I have done, how they've worked for me. And that's what this one is. This one is just a spare. And then I have my sigils that I do here in the back. But it's just scrapbook paper, a gutted book, twine, and that's all you really need. All the other stuff is just extra. You can put it in, you don't have to put it in, however you want to do it. But that is one easy way to create like a large size journal. Another easy way that you can make your own journal to use in your tarot practice is either with the kit. Sometimes Tim Holtz sells chipboard journal kits, but I just had, I can't remember where this chipboard came from. Punched out a couple little rings and a couple little holes and put these little rings through it. And I made this one, whoops, a long time ago. Let me see how many pages are used. The only thing about this one just has super simple. It's just some tea or coffee dyed paper, and I stamped on it. You don't have to stamp on it. Draw on it, do whatever. So yeah, these are just pretty much plain. But the only thing I don't like about the paper and using the little rings is because it's paper and, you know, you've tea dyed or coffee dyed it, it can tear pretty easily. So you have to be a little gentler with this style rather than doing a wraparound. This was like one of the first ones I made before I knew how to create a spine binding. Okay, the next kind of journals that are very easy and simple to make for your practice let me show this direction, come from just some scrapbook paper. And this is the heavier weight scrapbook paper, not the paper thin one that's more of the cardboardy type paper. And even that, I didn't feel that this was thick enough, so I doubled it up. But I will show these ones real quick. This is just, I make them all different sizes. This is my Mother Mary messages, as you can see. And I made this 6x6 so it would fit in the little pouch that I created for that. And so everything is housed together. And let me see where I can start this. Okay. So, I thought this is just a slip through if you want to slip something through there. But I just added some music pages in, some coffee dyed paper, but most of it is plain, just plain, simple white paper. And you just put it together, punching, how many holes did I punch here? I did the 5. You could do 3 if you wanted to. It's very easy. And I use baker's twine or I use embroidery thread. That's what I string my journals together with. This little one is also a Mother Mary, but this is the one that sits in my bedroom with my pocket edition Mother Mary. And I created this. The reason it's all like this sticking out is I created this for a Junk Journal July challenge. And you can see that the prompts are right there for that. So that's what I think, yeah. That's what this was initially made for. And then when I got the little pocket edition, this is like a 4x6. It's the absolute perfect size to sit on my end table. Doesn't take up too much room. It has a lot of coffee dyed, crumpled paper, flip ups, some pockets with tags. I'll put that in later. Little cutouts from scrapbook pages, things from magazines. Just anything you want to make it yours. Doilies, stickers. This is another one where I just used the little pamphlet stitch, except I only did 3 holes on this one. Other part of the doily. Hopefully I'm in frame. And then this, because I was just ripping. I wasn't making anything straight edged. I wanted it to just be free flowing. I wanted it to look old and tattered. Something like you would pull, out of an old trunk that you would find in your grandmother's, attic, you know, when you were cleaning her house out or something. So as I tore off my edges, as you can see, I kept them over on the side of my desk. And then I just put together this wee little tiny flip through, and it's nothing but scraps where I just doodled on it. And then I could write little messages in here if I wanted to. So that's for that. Still going on, rip pages. And this is my absolute favorite part of this journal. I don't know, I can't remember, the prompt was something about a pocket. And I wanted to use an envelope pocket where you could see. And this image came out of the back of one of my crafting magazines. And I absolutely love it. So I put what seems ordinary is often the extraordinary. So I have like a prim and proper little lady right here. But then when you pull out this card, you know, she has that goofy face and everything. I love it. And I was getting rid of the magazine and I wanted to save that picture. So yeah, but this is another quick one to do. And this one is really simple. This is just a little tassel I made on a paper clip. This is just white pages. That's all this is. It's just white copy pages, with nothing but I'm probably off frame, with nothing but a scrapbook piece of paper. I did put a little bit of duct tape, right along the edge to secure the string. And this is going to be my new, Self-Care Sundays journal. There's a few little things like that, little scrapbook page. But this one's very basic, and it's so I can do the self-care spreads the Boho Tarot puts out on Sundays. That's what this one was made for. So the next ones I'm going to show you are made with file folders. I love using file folders because they hold up well, they're sturdier, and you just cover them with the scrapbook paper just like I did here. This one is another one that has the 5-hole stitch to it. This I just tied onto the twine right there, and this is your closure. It just wraps around and you tie it. Hopefully you can see all that. This one, when I made it, I had like the darker times of the year or something like that when I created it. This one, I made a little notebook from scraps again, but I just like stapled over a piece of scrapbook paper, and then I had folded over all these little leftover pieces that are uneven and then stapled them in there. And this just tucks right in there. But yeah, let's see if this will come out. This is out of a magazine. I think it's beautiful. I love magazine images. This is just a used envelope that came in from bills. Junk journals are technically, if you're not a paper crafter, supposed to be made from junk. So I tried to throw something in somewhere. This is just another little tag. These are this is a mix of papers. There's scrapbook paper, coffee dyed paper, bags. This is a little bag that you can, that you can have something in, graph paper. Then I have like it flips out. I have dot grid paper, more scrapbooking paper. This is a little bit of everything. I have some flips here in the corner where you can, put a little private something right there. Hopefully you can see all this. This is, I stamped a little bit in this one. What's in here? Yeah. Just real basic, super easy to make. I encourage everybody to try it. Like I said, if you just have copy paper around your house, that's good enough. Here's the center. I try to make the center with something a little heavier. I don't succeed at that all the time when I'm putting stuff together and I forget, but that's the goal. We'll just say that. That's the goal, is to put something a little heavier in the, this is a little poison thing. Yeah. What is this? Is this on here? Oh, it's just partially on there. Little guest check. This just tucks in there. This pulls out. I used some Halloween paper, and I used whatever I could find. I just stick whatever I can find together. This is tissue. No, what is this? Tracing paper, maybe. And then here's a big pocket, and I just folded some scrapbook paper over and then glued another piece over to it. This is out of a catalog magazine, and I left part over here to journal. And I know I'm probably flipping all over the place, making you ill by flipping back and forth. And yeah, and then there's your little pocket in the back. But this is out of a file folder. Love, love, love using file folders. This is another file folder. This is in current use. This is my Morgan, the Goddess Morgan journal. It's another kind of dark days thing, little pamphlet stitch. And I did the same thing. I tried to make some sort of little book with the scraps. Whoops, it goes this way. With the scraps that I have left over, and then tuck it in the pocket in the front. Let me see where I can start. Oh, I want to show you this. This is a, I'm a sucker for those Tim Holtz packs, like the Halloween and the people and things like that. This came out of one of his Halloween ones. And okay, so I just put random stickers. This is like just a little pocket. Those are coming off. This pulls out. This one I just kind of rubbed some of my ink pads over. This comes out also. Has some ledger paper. undertakers, and I have him. And then this is just a little one of Tim Holtz things. Oh, I was like, I thought this was a pocket. This is just a flip over. The young girl becomes possessed. She could not repress a shiver. She had dreaded to speak of it, for love and death, embodied spirits haunt him by night. And this actually is tulle I got from the Dollar Tree when they put out their Halloween stuff, and I just glued it over top of the page. More little tags. I have her from the Tim Holtz pack in there. Here's a thing on palmistry. This is another thing out of Tim Holtz. There's a little piece of that tulle. And yeah, that's it. And then I have a pocket in the back. So that's that journal. So then in my traveler's notebook, as you can see, these two that are made with the file folders stick out, but that's okay. These are actually pre-made notebooks. Scoot this like this. These are actually pre-made notebooks, and all I did was decorate the cover on them. And this one is going to be for my ancestor readings. This one I made last year when Boho Tarot did her challenges in the group. I think she just does them for her members now, but I did this for that. And I have some space. I have a quarter of the notebook left, so I don't want to waste it. So I'm going to finish out this notebook. And then this one is all Alice in Wonderland based. And I actually created this because I was going to deep dive my Alice in Wonderland decks. And then I decided, no, I'm not going to do that. So this journal, I figured, what could I use it for? And I am going to use it for either inner child work, or I'm going to use it for like creativity readings. I think I just hit my mic. Sorry about that. So I'm just going to use it for like creativity readings. Like this is the bottom part of a door through a hedge that I got out of a magazine. And then the other part is right here. And it lifts up. But yeah, it's just, I bought an Alice in Wonderland kit, and it's decorated with that. I just rubbed some of my ink pads in the bluish color across the pages. Some little doily accents in there, little flags. But yeah, it's just real simple because I wanted, like I said, I thought I was going to deep dive the Alice Tarot. Matter of fact, I even created this little flip out, and under here, let's see, whoops, I better move you over. When I thought I was going to deep dive the Alice Tarot, I cannot remember who it was. I don't know, but she went through the Queen Alice deck, and I wrote down some of her thoughts on it in there. Oh, and if you are thinking of doing, let me take this one out. Here's another easy way to create your own journal. This journal, I told you I used a file folder for the base, and all I did was cover it with scrapbook paper. But all these pages in here are removable. See? I could slip this whole I could slip all these out right from under there. This is a Tim Holtz fastener. If you have access to Michael's, Joann's, I don't know if Michael's is selling Tim Holtz stuff anymore. The last time I was in Michael's, his stuff is almost gone. But I do know Joann's still sells it, and Hobby Lobby still has some, but I know you could probably get it online, on Amazon, whatever. But what I have holding the pages in is these bands. It's one elastic band, and you just punch a little hole and feed this through, and then I aligned it with the spine. And then this is also from Tim Holtz. It looks like this. So it's a fastener or a closure. So you can wrap it around like that, or I have it in the back holding that closed. But this is something that's very easy to do. So if you would want to attempt to make your own journals, get yourself a file folder, some sort of cover, punch your holes, and then you just fold your paper and stick them in there. Super, super simple. And then my other file folder is, this is my angel one. These are all my angel readings. Yes, these are all my angel readings in here. So I'm not going to show them, but I used all like bluish hues as far as scrapbook paper goes. I have a little charm dangling off of my tab here that says faith. And then these are pretty much plain papers through here with a few scrapbook papers thrown in for good measure. And then there's my center. This is another one that's removable. These can all just slide right out. And then when you fill all the pages, you just slide them out, do what you want to with them, and you slide a new group in, and you already have a cover made. So I really like doing that one. And the final one, if you made it, kudos to you. This is one I just recently did. This is purely for guilty pleasure, not to use for any specific thing. And this is my Harry Potter journal. I've been collecting Harry Potter stuff for a while and never got to sit down and make it. However, I screwed it up. I'm just going to be blunt from this. I screwed it up. I thought, oh, I don't have that many things to stick in here. Well, you see how large it is. And I needed to do like a 1/2 inch spine, and I didn't. So I don't know how long this one's going to hold up, but it has a little pocket, and I made little separate flip things of each of the houses. So there's Ravenclaw and Slytherin. And here's your platform 9 3/4 and my little Harry Potter paper clip. And there's H. Potter, the cupboard under the stairs, little letter, stick in this pocket. And then I heavily decorated it because I said I've been collecting a lot of things for quite a while. There's my little Dumbledore. This is a stamp, matter of fact. Harry Potter is a stamp also. Actually, he's not. They don't even, Greeting Farms doesn't even sell this anymore, I don't think. So it doesn't matter. But little Dumbledore, I bought a book at a yard sale because I have all the Harry Potter books. But I bought a book at the yard sale and I tore it up to stick in here. Here's my little Gryffindor tag with Ron on here. And that just opens up like that. And this flips up. Let me check to make sure you can see everything. Yes. Okay. And here is our little Hermione, and she's in the library, and she pulls out like that. And this is on a tag or a library card. Hagrid, Secrets of the Forbidden Forest, and borrower's name is Hermione Granger. So I thought that was funny. I put that in there. A couple little things for Hufflepuff. All the houses are represented in here. This is something else I picked up at a yard sale. It was a Harry Potter spells book, and I tore it apart. Some Ravenclaw tags. Quidditch tryouts are today, if anybody would like to sign up. Slytherin, little tags for that. Always for Snape. And I have a Voldemort tag, and then we have the undesirable. This is a sticker. I got these sticker packs, I want to say off of scrapbook.com is where those came from. I know, oh shoot, I got to put this in first. I'm pretty sure Amazon has some things too. This flips up, and then this talks about, these are also little stickers off of the sticker sheet. The big question is, where is he who must not be named? 500 galleons on any information regarding Death Eaters. Here's like a little thing out of paper, and I just attached it to the edge. This is just a little band I made, Deadly Nightshade and Dr. Plummer's Peculiar Potions. And then here's our little Hagrid, and I stamped my little pumpkins, and he's in his pumpkin patch at his cottage. And the Marauders map. This was in a pack of Harry Potter stuff from that scrapbook.com. And then the proclamations. Just got bent a little bit, but there's Slytherin with Draco. Just some more paper. Mandrakes. Here's my little Mandrake stamp. I stamped those down there. And here is, oh my gosh, Luna Lovegood. I was like, oh, I can't remember her name, Luna. And some more things, and this flips out this way. And some Hufflepuff. And then this is an envelope that I have spells and charms. And then down in here, see if I can get them out. I just cut little tiny tags, and these are stickers, and I put the little charm or spell names on these tags. And then they all stay right there. There's the telephone box, telephone booth. I don't know what this is called over there. I'm assuming a telephone booth. This is when they, if you remember, if you're a Harry Potter fan, this is when they, was a port key. I think that's what they're called. Shame on me for not knowing. Some more little things. Need a broom? Vroom. Are you tired of wizarding all alone? Join our community for free and meet nice guys and gals with the very same interests, casting spells mainly. Become our 666th member and win a magic wand. So that goes in there. And then finally in the back are my other two little books of the scraps, and that's for Gryffindor and Hufflepuff. I enjoyed putting this one together. I just wish I would have thought it through and made a 1/2 inch spine. So we'll see. I may have to gut this and add one in, but I'm leaving it as is for right now. So that is all of my journals that I have made to share with you. Let me know in the comments, do you make your own journals for your practice? I find because, well, for me, it's cheaper because I have a plethora of scrapbooking supplies. I've been doing that, I said, in many, many videos for almost 30 years. I've been doing some sort of scrapbooking. So I have enough supplies to last me quite some time. So this doesn't cost me any extra unless I would buy a kit like I did for the Harry Potter and like I did for the Alice in Wonderland. I did purchase kits to make those specific themes. But if you're just making something for whatever reason, you can do it really easily and inexpensively, especially if you don't want to figure out how to do binding. These by Tim Holtz are fantastic. And then that allows you to remove the pages within and to reuse this cover again with fresh new pages. So if you watched this, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new here, or if you've been here for a while. I really appreciate that. It helps out my channel and helps me grow. So until next time, bye.